Hey, what's going on? My nose is shiny as hell. Oh well. How's everyone doing? Um, Usual stuff. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're here, might as well like. And all the usual stuff is on the bottom of how to support us. But without further ado, Yvette Cornell posted this, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Talking about the influencerization of everything. Obama, and again, this is something Yvette Cornell put up, but yeah, Obama is still promoting the hell out this book. He's promoting the hell out of it. He's promoting the hell out this book, and it's interesting, man, because uh, like Yvette Carnell said, never seen someone promote a book this long. Yeah, so he's tweeting out, in each of us, there's a story to be shared, a story that's sacred and can bring us together. Is he saying that his own story is something that's sacred can bring us together? It's so self-aggrandizing. Had a good had such a good time talking with the well-read Black Girl Book Club about a promised land, because just as they learned about my story, I had a chance to learn from theirs. So,
I'm so excited you can join us today. My name is Gloria Edam, and I'm pleased to introduce our special guest, President Obama.
Hey everybody.
hey everybody.
I understand this is
I
where
understand.
the well-read black girls hang
Well,
out.
Yes, this
Is
is.
that correct?
You are absolutely correct. This is the well-read.
the reason why I'm making that joke is that I feel like he plays with the blackness when he's in front of I don't know, I just feel that way, because for a while when he was out of office, somebody put up some clips and he was not talking like that for a while, and now it's like, hey everybody, here's everybody, Barack Obama. Oh, also, like I don't know. I feel like I feel such an
Black Girl
affectation.
Book
I don't
Club.
know.
It's an annual literary festival and nationwide book club with over 400,000 members. So you are in good
I don't know.
company,
I just always
Mr.
find it
President.
suspiciously
When
country
writing, did
when
you
it's
ever
convenient. I
consider
don't
the
know.
power of how sharing your story might inspire others to tell their own? And what advice
Uh, uh,
do you have?
that's enough of that. The point is he's still promoting that book months on. From the inauguration, the whole 100 days is gonna be promoting this book. Like, it should be, you know, Kamala Harris's and Joe Biden's time to shine. It's their inauguration. It's their first 100 days. It's their election. But since the election, through the inauguration, through the first 100 days, he's still promoting this book. November, December, January, February. It's gonna be like half a year. It's very kind of weird, you know. Uh, yeah. It's a interesting. It's interesting. I don't know. It's an observation I wanted to make. I want to point out some crazy thing I saw online, and I've seen this lady before, but she went viral again for some reason, because she was bashing black men as usual, and then I don't know what's going on in these PhD programs, but they're producing a crazy type of person. And we're going to talk about this tomorrow with the Meghan Markle stuff, because a lot of blue checks and pundits and PhDs were just making the most inane post in defense of Meghan Markle, and caping for her. And you can defend her without being ridiculous, but they were saying ridiculous things. But this person said, I really need people to get out of the mindset that slaves couldn't consent to sex with their masters. That's dumb as fuck and robs them of their agency. Historians, including Barbara Bush and Hilary Beckles, have discussed slave women consenting to sex for benefit slash favor for years. And now people, pointed out, you can't, they have no agency. They can't consent to sex. Even if they think they're consenting to sex, it's under duress and under a very coercive system, and then of course a historian, PhD candidate, and I don't know what motivates these people. I just feel like these people, I call them slave play Twitter. Like, they really, really want to make their kink into They really want to legitimize the kink by trying to turn it into historical fact and woke wash it and stuff. And this is the first time she's gone viral. I mean, to her credit, or maybe not to her credit, maybe a sign that she's crazy. She has never, taken that down. She's kept that up for years, and it keeps getting rediscovered and going viral. And she has no shame about it. Yeah, I think few people were, but it's. I mean, I feel like things like Harriet are trying to legitimize that type of stuff. Like Harriet was trying to give some kind of star-crossed lover vibe or unrequited love vibe to Harriet Tubman and her invented slave master, and work into like a weird love hate triangle with her, with the white master Bay and the black brute bounty hunter and all this stuff. Like they really want to blur the line between fact and fiction and retroactively make the past. Same thing happened in that movie Underground, and no, that series Underground. It was a fun show, but it was a creator of Lovecraft Country, and they worked in some weird BDSM thing. I don't know if anyone remembers that. I was like, okay, that's interesting, but I didn't really pay much mind at the time because that was before it became a real big thing. But yeah, they tried to make like some kind of weird BDSM. The the mammy was sexy and was a dom, and the white master was a kind of like submissive. It was really weird. I don't know if anyone remembers Underground, but yeah, they do a lot of weird things. But that's not the craziest part. I was gonna put this real quick. And this is why these schools, Carter G. Woodson, Miseducation of a Negro, they're producing some crazy people. So this is the same take. I've been reading a lot of histories of that slavery that centered women, and someone who knows her told us that she's even lying. She's not even a PhD program anymore. Like she must have that she dropped out or something, and it wasn't in Black Studies anyway. I have no idea, but um, so she continues. That's incredibly inaccurate. This is 2018. We have evidence of slave women choosing to enter into relationships as mistresses for socioeconomic benefits for them and their families. And I'm like, okay, what kind of choices does a slave have? That's still duress. That's still um a form of sex trafficking. That's like why. I mean, I think a lot of these people just really want to valorize for whatever reason sleeping with white men, and I guess this is a way of um validating the desirability or something. I don't know. We need to. We also have evidence of slave women acting as prostitutes in their free time to earn money, which again I think is a weird thing to say that they're just letting them earn money on the side as prostitutes, and that just seems weird. That you just let your slave risk getting pregnant in a way that you can't control. We need to recognize that even as slaves, women did assert their agency in various ways that demanded whites recognize them. We also need to recognize that these relationships were a part of the slave economy, as women specifically secured resources that, that's whatever. 2021, March 6th, earlier in the week, somebody, and this Ceci ATL person, to give an idea of what kind of weird black men or trash thing she's on. Years back, when Daniel Holtzclaw, the half white, half Asian cop, was accused of raping all those black women, this is one of those women on Twitter who said nothing about it, if I remember correctly. It was really quiet. And then when he got convicted, when he suddenly got convicted, and a lot of people were like celebrating and calling it out, she was one of the people leading the charge to blame black men for what he did, saying if black men didn't devalue black women in rap songs and all these different ways, that emboldened him to do it. So she never complained about him before, but once he got convicted and the story was going viral, and I think also a lot of people were calling out like the black feminists at the time for not talking about this the way they would if it was a black male cop. She was one of the ones leading the charge to not only double down on not condemning him, but only mentioning it to condemn black men and blame black men. And you know, was in the trenches, doubling down on that take for like a whole day. So just to give an example where this person's head. This is context. So men go to therapy as broken humans and come out as professional gaslighters. And she said men, but when people say men, they mean black men. And one of the things that they do is they say men, but they mean black men. And what they do is when black men, realize from their history and the context and how these people always talk that they mean black men, they're like, we didn't say black men. You must feel guilty. Wow, hit dogs holler. So she's doing that trap that they always do. But this time, the same woman we're talking about with the crazy slave agency, slave consent take, hops in and says what everybody knows. She goes, I've been saying for years that all cishet black men do in therapy is learn the right language to gaslight you in a more nuanced way. And it's just interesting. This person has more sympathy for white slave owners and more empathy for white slave owners who are raping the black female slaves and view them as more beneficial to black women than regular modern cisgender heterosexual black men who just go to therapy. She has more smoke for. I mean, that's really a sick take, right? But take this all into account. She's a PhD, supposedly PhD candidate. Um, we have conflicting evidence about if she's still in the PhD program and all this stuff. But there's the best part. She has this as a pinned tweet on her profile. If you're in Atlanta and are looking for a homeschool teacher for the 2020-2021 school year, please DM me. I'm offering very flexible rates for low income families. And that to me is the craziest thing I've seen. Like, that is disturbing to me that this woman wants to homeschool black children. Yeah, that's really something to me. Like, I pray nobody is hiring that woman to homeschool their low income black kids. That is nuts. But I don't know where they're producing these people, but I think PhD programs, I don't know what's in them, what is happening, but those PhD programs are nuts. It's really crazy. They've done a number, and every time I see someone put that stupid old phrase that I grew up with, like, uh, white society's biggest nightmare, a black person with a degree, I'm like, that's not their nightmare at all. I think that's their dream based on what these degrees are doing to them. Yeah, that's that's kind of nuts. I don't know. That is the craziest thing I've seen in a while. Hey Isaac, hey Queen, hey Family Guy, hey BX. That's all I want to talk about. It was just an example. If somebody could ever explain to me what is happening in these PhD programs and why so many people who are PhD candidates just say the most asinine things, I would just love to know because I'm worried about the things they're teaching to like people in college. Like these, I kind of realize they don't have to get those of us who are millennial and older, and those of us who are millennial, Gen X, and older. They realize they're not going to get us. I think they just want to get into the academy and then just infiltrate like younger kids and get them young. I think that's their strategy. So that's really bizarre to me. Yeah. That's it. Usual stuff. Hit the super chat if you enjoy the stream. If you're in here, it takes nothing either on YouTube or Twitch to like, comment, share, subscribe. You can PayPal us at champagnesharks@gmail.com or Venmo or Cash App at Champagne Sharks. And most of all, subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Champagne Sharks. We recorded a great episode with Will Menaker from Chapo, Wosny Lambre from Black Opinions Matter, and Nick Weiger from Doughboys. Yeah, so we started this new series called The White Cannon, where we get two black people and two white people together to discuss a staple white movie and see if it has cross cultural appeal. Came out pretty funny. I liked it. It's gonna be patron only at first, so go to patreon.com/champagne sharks. At some point down the line, we'll probably unlock it, but have no idea when. Yeah, so that's it. Check it all out. Thanks for coming out. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna talk longer about Meghan Markle and the Wakandans and the blue check PhDs who just really show their ass saying ridiculous stuff. All right. Yeah. These are people who grew up on Hannah Montana and Justin Bieber and anime coming of age and yeah, becoming the voice of Black America. Yeah. They may have lived in black households and communities, but all their digital consumption were quirky white teens. Yeah, there's got to be something to that for real. All right, y'all. Be good. Later.